Hey y'all, reporting live, looking crusty and dusty as usual. Cause y'all know when I'm going through it, I look exactly like I'm going through it. But I came on here because I haven't seen y'all in a while. I haven't seen y'all since graduation. Graduation was like the end of January, and it's damn near the end of February. But I take my test tomorrow. Initially I came on here so I could keep it 100 with y'all because I was freaking out, like full blown like anxiety kicking in, fear, all type of stuff, like to the point where I couldn't even study because I'm like, oh my god, I'm taking my test. Like the closer the day got, the more like anxiety I got to it. And I don't know why am I like this with myself. Like if this was somebody else, I would not even be negative, but when it comes to Shannon, I am always negative and always thinking the worst. And I'm like, that's why I wasn't gonna tell nobody when I was taking it, because I'm like, what if I failed? I don't want to have to explain that to anybody. But I'm like, girl, why are you talking about what if you fail? Like, why is that even an option? Like, what? So I texted my friends and I just told them to pray for me, because I had to have a pep talk with myself. Like, the God that I serve does not operate in a spirit of fear or anxiety at all. And the wonderful thing about God is he says to cast all your cares on him. And that is exactly what I did. Like, God, listen, I ain't got time to be scared, and I ain't got time for this anxiety. All I got time for is to study, and that's all I want to do. And once I had that pep talk and I text my friends, I'm telling you, prayer works. I've been good. Like, I've been straight. I just been studying. I've been retaining more information, like, better. Like, I'm good. And then my other friend, he was telling me, he was just like, man, just study. Like, you being scared and you having anxiety, like, that's not gonna do nothing. Like, so what's the point of even having it? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'm just gonna study. So I've been studying every day. Pretty much since the beginning of the year, just doing questions. And it's this guy called, his name is Mark Clemick. He does like NCLEX reviews, and if I'm not mistaken, he used to write questions for the NCLEX. He's really good. Like, he kind of just gives you tools and tricks to like pick through, select all to apply, or how to remember certain stuff. And he's been really, really, really good, because I promise you with nursing, it's so much. Like, it's so much to the human body. It's impossible to know everything. But the great thing about the NCLEX is you have to just be a little less than average. You don't have to be extremely smart. They just want to make sure that you don't kill anybody. And I think I could do that. I think I'm cautious enough to be able to look at something and be like, no, we're not going to do that, because I don't want you to die on me. And so that's what I've been doing since the beginning. But at this point, I'm just like, if I know it, I know it. If I don't, I don't. Like, I can only study so much. And I honestly wish I would have took it in January, but I had a setback. Oh, that's what I meant to tell y'all. So don't be like Shannon. This is another example that I am using so that y'all don't have to go through what I go through. So 10 years ago, when I was going to Michigan State, I got pulled over for a traffic ticket. Instead of contesting it or paying it off, I did nothing. I literally did nothing. So the next time I got pulled over for speeding, the officer told me that you have a warrant out for your arrest. And I'm like, for what? Like, why would I have a warrant out for my arrest? I'm not like that bad. They told me my license had got suspended because I did not do anything about that ticket. So let this be a lesson. When you don't do anything, they will do something for you to get your attention. And that was putting out a bench warrant for my arrest and suspending my license. And thankfully the cop was cool. I was with my friends. We was going back to Detroit for a party. He was like, he just ended up letting her drive and told me, like, don't get caught again. And I was good. And I went down to the court. I handled everything after that. But I say that to say that once I did my fingerprints to take the NCLEX, that came up. Now, mind you, this was 10 years ago. I don't know what the Board of Nursing's like time frame is for certain stuff like that, but apparently it must be 10 years or less, because they still cared about it. And it wasn't even really a big deal. They just wanted me to provide proof that they wanted a letter of explanation as to what happened. And they wanted proof that I closed out. The case was actually closed out. Like, it's not still pending, and that I paid off the ticket and whatever court fees I had associated with it. And once I sent them that, then they sent my ATT to go ahead and test. So once they sent me that, I went ahead and scheduled. I think the next available date was like the next day, and then the next one was like 2 weeks later, because I didn't have any, like, per se in my particular area. Like, I'm driving like an hour away to go ahead and to go take it. So I'm ready, y'all. I'm so ready to get back, like, get to having a normal life. Like, I I feel like all I've been doing is studying for the last damn near 2 years, and I'm just ready to chill for a second. And then of course I worry about going back to get, you know, my BSN and all that stuff. But right now I'm just ready to get this part out of the way so that I can just like go back to being normal. So I actually got a few things planned this week. I'm gonna start back vlogging because I honestly haven't really been doing much, and I don't want to bore y'all to death. So I will probably see y'all tomorrow after the test, just to kind of like let y'all know how it was, how I felt. So far everybody from our school has passed, like everybody who's already taken it, which is good. But to me, those were like people who were already smart, so I'm like, okay, like I expected you to pass. I mean, I'm looking for the people who wasn't really too I guess too smart to pass. But yeah, why are they both walking the dog with a leash? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk y'all head off, so I will see y'all later. Y'all, I am so excited. Let me show y'all so y'all can see. Do y'all see my name? And do you see it says pass? Your girl is a nurse, like an official nurse. Like, I could not believe it. Excuse my appearance because I know I look crusty. I literally just woke up, haven't washed my face, nothing. I had to check because I couldn't wait. I did the little thing yesterday, like where you could cheat and look and try to register for the test and see if it let you register, and it didn't. So I kind of knew I passed, but in my mind I'm like, no, I need to see the official results. And there you have it, the official results. Like, I could not believe I'm a nurse. When I talked to y'all the other day, the day before, I was good. I was good all the way up into the test. Y'all, when I took that test, I left out of there feeling like, wow, I might have to take it again. Like, while I had 120 questions, first of all. And I knew once I got to 75, I told myself, don't freak out if it keep going, because that's just gonna mess you up, throw your focus off. So when I got to 76, I was just like, no, that's cool, I'm good. I got to 86, and that's when I was like, okay, what's up? I got to 90, and I literally had a nervous breakdown at the computer, and I had to literally pull myself together, like, listen, get your shit together and focus. Once I gave myself that pep talk, I got to like question 110, and I was like, damn, I really might fail. Like, I feel like the questions that they was giving me, at that point, I feel like I was just like, it is what it is at this point. And I was still answering the questions like I should, but at that point, it was like, I really had thought I failed. It cut off at 120, and I was just like, man, this is crazy. I really got to take this test again. Got in my car, cried, because I'm like, God, I cannot do this again. Like, 2 years of dedicated studying. Like, that does something on to your mental, like to your mind frame, like where you just can't even think because you always concerned about passing this, passing that, studying for this, studying for that. I'm like, I cannot do that. Like, people, and it's okay if it takes you several times to pass the test, but I'm just so thankful that that was not me, because mentally, I don't think I would have been able to do it. Like, I was so stressed out. Like, stressed is an understatement. And I'm done, y'all. Call me Nurse Shannon. Like, I'm officially a nurse. Like, I'm really a nurse out here. I mean, like, not like officially. I mean, I am officially, but now I need to find me a job. But I am so happy, like, to be done with that. I don't have to take that test ever again. Ever. Literally, y'all don't know how happy I am. Like, I'm just so thankful. That was nothing but God, because I promise you the test was not difficult. I feel like the things they tested me on were things that I should have known. It wasn't like I didn't get to a point, like sometimes they say like you'll get to a point where you start to get hard questions about stuff that you've never heard of, and then you know you pass for real. But I don't feel like the level of my questions ever got difficult. I feel like everything they asked me, I've heard of before, but it was kind of like a, oh, I remember learning that, but what did I actually learn about it? Like, everything sounded familiar, but could I, like, piece it together to answer a question? And I felt like, no, I couldn't. I really feel like every answer I was putting on there, I was just like, you put the wrong thing. You put the wrong, like, I was sitting there so many times looking at questions, just shaking my head, like, I don't know. I have no clue. Absolutely no clue. But thankfully, I passed. The only thing I used was UWorld. And UWorld questions, they were difficult, but I honestly like UWorld questions more than I like the NCLEX questions. I don't know why, but I don't know. They just seem, I don't know. I don't want to say easier, because I was scoring like in the 50s and 60s on NCLEX. I mean, on UWorld. And people said if you get above the 50s, that's good, because UWorld is supposed to be way harder than the NCLEX. So I wasn't like, I mean, I was still concerned because I didn't know what to expect, but that's what I was getting on UWorld. But that guy, Mark Klemick, if y'all know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, I'm pretty sure it's circulating around the world, because it's just a recording. It's like 12 lectures, and he talk about, he show you easy ways to remember labs, show you easy ways to remember, like, prioritizing questions, like delegation and all type of stuff. Like, he was really good. Like, I found myself referring back to his methods while I was doing the test. So I'm just so thankful that I passed, man. Like, I'm so thankful that this journey is over. I want to thank all of y'all. Like, thank y'all for praying for me when I was in school, praying for me when I almost failed the nursing program, praying for me just in general, and congratulating me and just rocking with me through this whole journey. Like, I made it. Like, it feels so good to look back over everything and be like, this is what it was for. This feeling, all them nights of crying and stressed out and wanting to quit, this feeling right here makes all that worth it. So if y'all in nursing school, if y'all in school, period, or if y'all any goal, not even just school, understand it, it's gonna be rough. Nothing in life comes easy. And if it comes easy, then it's not worth it. Keep going. Do not stop. I don't care how tough it gets. If it is meant to be and you have the strength to keep going, then that means it's meant to be. Like, don't give up. Do not stop. Like, I'm a living testament that, because I don't finish nothing. Like, I don't know why I end up always finishing school. Maybe because it's like so routine. It's not easy, but it's an easy path to follow. But if Shannon can do this, little old me, Shannon, not the smartest person in the world. I'm not a genius. I don't got it all together. Y'all see, I be making hella mistakes, dumb decisions. If I can do this, me, Shannon, any of y'all can do this. I feel so good. I feel so good, so accomplished. Like, what's next? Like, let's go. Like, it's not like I got a certain type of, like, I'm just ready to conquer the next goal. Like, I'm ready to go, bruh. I feel good. So, I hope y'all having a beautiful day, a blessed day. And if y'all not having a good day, or something, you know, came your way that you didn't really want, like, listen, understand that nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. If God allows you to go through it, that means he's going to give you the strength to go through it. So keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And I will talk to y'all later.